Yeah, I think we mentioned as a club we want to improve, and we've not really mentioned any goals or goal settings. Everybody's aware of the structure of the competition this year. There's going to be a couple of teams dropping down to that lower league midway through the season. One thing that we have improved on as a club, is the signings that we've made. The lads have been great so far. We've come on board, as I mentioned before, with the coaching staff. Off the field, what we don't see. To do all this, we've got to have the funding and the backing from the supporters and the Stronghold memberships who are putting money into the club. So we've definitely improved on that. But on the playing side, the competition for places has got stronger. You can see it in training how hard everybody's pushing each other, to get into the team for the Wigan game, and that can only be a good thing. It's a long season, but we want to prepare and make sure we're ready our best for come the start of the season.
Probably on the field is to keep the improvement going and to keep the the big wins that we got last year, to improve on that, the big games that we played in the semis and the playoffs. But I think the big thing would be like getting a few more fans. If the fans we've got are brilliant, there's lots of them and they make a lot of noise. But if we could just get a few more of them in, and they bring the mates and stuff, it could kick us on, spend up to the cap, and then I think we could do some real damage then.
Yeah, I think we're definitely confident. We had a pretty good season last year, finishing in the 8. With this, we want to finish again. So we had a few good pre-season games. Had a good win over Saints. So definitely feeling confident. The boys are training hard. We've got some new additions in there, so we're feeling confident going into this new season.
From what I've noticed, they've looked to improve on their stats from last year, and those stats are in place, and each player knows what they need to do. And I think if everybody adheres to those, then definitely we'll improve massively.
Well, obviously on the conditioning and strengthening side, John Clark's played the game. He knows what you need to do to get yourself right in pre-season. Is it running up 50 hills? Is it doing sled pulls on the field? Is it working harder in the gym? Is it recovery, your sleep? The thing is, we've got everything there. Everything that they're looking at. The nutritionist guy is coming in. He's working with the younger lads as well, who probably over the years has probably never had that. So it's all about recovery as well, and how your body's feeling. And John knows that himself. And then obviously how we want to play the game, that just speaks for itself in training, how we want to play. And every club will be saying the same as what I'm saying now, is building how they want to start the season, where they want to play, but making sure the pre-season that we've had that year, you're mentally and physically strong enough, ready for the start.
Regardless of the new system, I think it's probably going to be the toughest in my career. I've not seen a league packed with 12 teams all capable of making an impact, really, and anyone could really finish in the top 4. The big sides aren't that far in front now like they used to be, and there isn't your Halifax when they came up, or your Lee when they came up, or your Huddersfield getting beat most weeks, or your Widnes. There isn't that anymore, so every week's competitive, and if you're off your game, regardless who you are or what club you're playing for, you'll get beat.
Yeah, I think we've got goals. We want to make top 6 or top 4, and we've got guys like Clarky that are coming, and the new signings that are definitely improving us. But we're just aiming to make that top 4 and make some bigger finals next year.
The work ethic between this group of players is awesome. I've noticed it's really good, and it's great to be a part of that. And the calibre of players we've got here, they're not inexperienced, so they know what to do. And for me coming over, I want to bring some of that experience as well, and like I say, hopefully improve on what Widnes did last year. And it's not going to be easy by any means, but we want to really do well in Super League this year.
The club, as a whole, from ground up, wants to improve, and whether that means, there's a bottom 4 or a top 8 or 2 relegated, we'd have been looking to improve this year. And improvement on last year wouldn't have been easy without the recruitment we've done. We lost some good players, in Dave Allen, but especially in John Clark, our captain. So getting Eremaya in, the two big props in Gill and Manakafoa and Chris Clarkson from Leeds, I think shows our ambition to keep doing what been setting ourselves to do each year, and that's improve. And it's going to be tough this year because we had a great year last year, and like I say, we finished in the playoffs and in the semi, and to go one further than that is you're not far off winning things. So that's the goal.